Why can dogs get rabies? And how do you keep your family safe from this serious disease? Let's make this complex topic simple and understandable for everyone. Rabies is a viral disease that affects the brain, and understanding its risks and prevention is crucial for pet owners and families alike. We'll cover everything you need to know to protect your loved ones and your pets. Today, we'll explore what rabies is, how dogs can contract it, easy and effective prevention methods, and what immediate actions to take if you encounter a dog that might be rabid. This information is for educational purposes only, and it's vital to always follow the specific guidance provided by the CDC and your local health authorities for the most accurate and up-to-date recommendations. Your safety and the safety of your community are paramount. Rabies is a severe viral disease that specifically targets and affects the brain and central nervous system. Once the initial symptoms begin to manifest, the disease is almost always fatal, making early prevention and intervention critically important. This virus can cause devastating neurological damage, leading to a rapid decline in health. Understanding the gravity of this disease underscores the importance of the preventive measures we will discuss. The good news, especially here in the US, is that rabies is largely preventable. This is primarily due to widespread pet vaccination programs and the availability of quick medical care following a potential exposure, such as a bite. These two factors are key in preventing the virus from developing into a full-blown illness. Pet vaccinations create a strong immune response, while immediate medical attention can halt the virus's progression before it reaches the brain. Rabies is primarily transmitted through the saliva of an infected animal, most commonly through a bite that breaks the skin. In the United States, the vast majority of rabies cases in animals originate from wildlife. Animals such as bats, raccoons, skunks, and foxes are the biggest sources and primary carriers of the rabies virus in nature. These animals can transmit the virus to unvaccinated pets, or even humans if contact occurs. It's also important to note that the virus can be transmitted if infected saliva enters an open wound, a scratch, or mucous membranes like the eyes, nose, or mouth. While rabies is a serious concern, it is thankfully rare in vaccinated pets within the U.S. due to effective immunization programs. However, it's crucial to remember that a risk still exists, even for vaccinated animals, especially if they have direct contact with rabid wildlife. No vaccine offers 100% guaranteed protection, so vigilance and adherence to safety protocols remain essential. The virus can also be transmitted if infected saliva enters a scratch, open wound, or the mouth, eyes, or nose, highlighting the need for caution even without a direct bite. It's important to understand that you cannot definitively confirm rabies in an animal based on its appearance alone. Many other medical conditions can present with similar symptoms. However, there are several warning signs that could indicate a dog might be rabid, and these include sudden and unexplained changes in behavior, unprovoked aggression, difficulty walking or staggering, excessive drooling, and trouble swallowing. These signs are red flags that warrant extreme caution and immediate action to ensure safety. As mentioned, many other problems and illnesses can look very similar to rabies, making visual diagnosis unreliable and dangerous. Therefore, if you observe any of these concerning behaviors in an unfamiliar animal, or even your own pet, the most critical action is to immediately keep your distance and avoid any direct contact. Do not attempt to approach, capture, or interact with the animal. Your safety is the top priority, and maintaining a safe distance is the best way to prevent potential exposure. Protecting your dog from rabies involves several simple yet highly effective steps. First and foremost, ensure your dog's rabies vaccine is always up to date. Puppies should receive their initial vaccination around 12 weeks of age, followed by a booster at 1 year old, and then typically every 3 years thereafter, depending on local regulations. When outdoors, always use a leash and supervise your dog closely to prevent them from wandering or encountering wildlife. Additionally, actively prevent your pets from approaching or interacting with any wild animals, as they are the primary carriers of the virus. Finally, take measures to keep bats out of your home by sealing potential entry points like uncapped chimneys or openings in attics and basements. Beyond vaccinating and supervising your pets, securing your home and property plays a vital role in rabies prevention. Always ensure your trash cans are tightly secured with lids to prevent wildlife, such as raccoons and skunks, from being attracted to your property in search of food. Furthermore, it is crucial to never feed wildlife, as this encourages them to frequent residential areas and increases the chances of interaction with pets and humans. Taking these precautions helps minimize the risk of encounters with potentially rabid animals. Remember, these simple actions contribute significantly to community safety. If you encounter a wild animal that you suspect might be rabid, it's crucial to react calmly and strategically to ensure your safety. First, maintain a significant amount of space between yourself and the animal. Stay calm and avoid sudden movements that could startle or provoke the animal. Slowly back away from the animal, increasing the distance between you. If possible, try to put a physical barrier, such as a backpack, a jacket, or even a large object, between yourself and the animal to create an additional layer of protection. These actions can help de-escalate the situation and provide you with an opportunity to safely retreat. After creating distance and using a barrier, your next priority is to seek immediate shelter. Get inside a car or a building as quickly and safely as you can to remove yourself from the potential threat. Once you are in a secure location, immediately call animal control to report the sighting and provide them with as many details as possible about the animal and its location. If you perceive an immediate and direct danger to yourself or others, do not hesitate to call 911 for emergency assistance. Prompt reporting is essential for community safety and animal welfare. When encountering a potentially rabid dog, there are several critical actions you must avoid to ensure your safety and prevent escalating the situation. Do not run, as this can trigger a chase response in the animal. Do not yell or make loud noises, as this can agitate or provoke the dog. Absolutely do not try to catch or corner the dog, as this significantly increases your risk of being bitten. Furthermore, never attempt to touch or feed an unfamiliar or suspicious animal, as direct contact with saliva is the primary mode of rabies transmission. Adhering to these don'ts is as important as following the do's for your protection. If you or someone you know has been bitten or scratched by an animal suspected of having rabies, it is imperative to seek medical care right away. Do not delay. Thoroughly wash the wound with soap and water for at least 15 minutes to help remove any viral particles. Immediately after, follow the guidance provided by the CDC and your local health authorities regarding post-exposure prophylaxis. When you seek medical attention, be sure to share all available details about the animal involved, including its appearance, behavior, and the exact location where the incident occurred. This information is crucial for medical professionals to assess the risk and determine the appropriate course of treatment. Following a potential exposure, it is also essential to contact animal control immediately to report the incident. They can investigate the animal and take necessary steps to prevent further risk to the community. If the animal involved is your own pet and you suspect it may have been exposed to rabies, contact your veterinarian without delay. Your vet will provide specific next steps, which may include observation, booster vaccinations, or other protocols depending on your pet's vaccination status and the nature of the exposure. Prompt action is key to managing potential rabies cases effectively and safely. To recap the most important points for rabies safety, remember that rabies primarily spreads through bites from infected animals. Pet vaccines are your best defense, offering crucial protection for your beloved companions. Always avoid contact with wildlife, as they are the main carriers of the virus. If you encounter a suspicious animal, maintain a safe distance and back away calmly. Finally, always call animal control to report any potentially rabid animals or incidents. These simple steps are vital for protecting your family and community. For any specific health questions or concerns related to rabies or other animal-borne diseases, it is always best to follow the official guidance provided by reputable health organizations, such as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or your local public health department. These authorities offer the most accurate, up-to-date, and region-specific information to ensure your safety and well-being. Their recommendations are based on scientific evidence and public health expertise, providing reliable advice for prevention, exposure, and treatment. If you found this information helpful and want more clear, everyday explainers on important safety topics, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We regularly provide practical advice to help you navigate various aspects of life safely and confidently. And while you're here, don't forget to check out our other informative videos. We recommend watching next: 7 bank fees you should never pay in 2025 for smart financial tips. Stay informed and stay safe.